Hey, what's going on? Ben
and Emily
from VW Family Farm, and we just got back from vacation, had a blast, but now it's really time to kick it in gear and get busy working. So what we got to finish, and we got to finish quick, is this brooder. We've got all the pieces in place, except we got to get the flooring in, or the bedding. The flooring's already in. Get the bedding in because chicks are coming this week.
800.
That's right, 800 chicks. We're stepping our game up. We got to finish hooking the watering system up, but I can't do that until I get the bedding in here so I can lower it down. Emily just went to town and bought 2 water hoses. We're gonna hook onto the header, attach them to the watering system. We gotta get all this hooked up and tested before the chicks get here, just in case we have any hiccups. So we gotta get busy. So this is a bag of rice hulls that I bought last year. We used this 2 different batches and still had this big bag, a lot of it left over. Oh, looky there. We had it stored out in the barn. We got some chickens laying in it. I guess it makes good nesting material too. Anyway, I got to get all this scattered throughout here. I'll probably end up putting about 3 to 5 inches in here and covering the whole floor. And then we'll end up cleaning that out, changing it out between batches, getting some fresh in here. I've actually got 4 more full bags of this. So we've got plenty for the next few years. Okay, so that partial bag, kind of about 2/3 of it, not quite, we'll say halfway. Anyway, I went out there and got another bag. This is what it comes in. I just punctured that and I thought, well, I'm gonna show you. So it's about 4 by 4. By about maybe 2 foot, something like that, but it's compressed. So digging all these rice hulls out of here, it's kind of hard and tight. So what I've done is I just used the tractor to pick up on that one end, because I'll use some of this and then I'll put that bag back out there and use that on the next batch. Okay, so what we've got here is just 2 4x8 frames that we put chicken wire over. This will keep any predators from getting in here. I'll end up putting some plywood down here at the bottom. And what that'll do is when I open the roll-up door on the trailer here, I can let air in from the bottom to go out that end where I've got my fan, but it's not gonna chill the chicks. The air will move over the top and go out up there and move any hot air that's built up in the top of the trailer. That way we don't cook the chickens in here. They're not ready to be cooked yet. Okay, so now we've got all that spread out. I've got a thick layer in here. Now it's time to lower the water lines down. See how this goes. So what I'm looking at is my bedding didn't come up quite enough, but it's to the bottom of the feeders. So I'm not that much off the floor, but that will be about that much to the nipple waters. Okay, so I got it fixed now. I just had to think for a minute. I'm glad that I didn't make this permanent, so I'm able to take this loose from this clip and just adjust that up and down. Now I've got it right down on the floor. All is good. Now this is a learning process. My biggest fear right now of the unknown is that many chicks being put in here is my space. Because we got the waters in, they're not taking up that much room. Just that little slim thing down each side. We've got trough feeders all along the sides of this side, all along this side. We're going to end up putting feeders down the middle. Going to lower the heaters down. The biggest thing I'm not sure of is how we're going to walk in here with 800 chicks, feeders, waters. We're just going to have to really be careful stepping over everything, just making sure we don't step on a chicken nugget. All right, so I've got my water lines hooked up. They're hooked up to that. Got my regulator in. It's all plumbed in. Running outside, all I got to do is hook a water hose to it, adjust my regulator pressure, adjust the regulator pressure on each one of these, and we should be good to go. Got the heaters lowered down. Both of them are ready to roll. We've got our boards up there, so if it does get warm enough that we need to open the door to let some ventilation through, don't chill the birds. So now all we lack is the chicks.
All right, so we are set up and now it's time for chicks. And we have chicks. So excited. We've been out of several cuts of chicken for a while. So here in about 7 weeks, we will take these to the processor. If you've never raised broilers, it is such a fast process. It's really amazing. It's really a fast, efficient source of meat. Really, really excited about everything Ben has done in this brooder. He really did all of this to help me and the kids out because he has a full-time job, as some of you know. So it's us here doing the daily chores and things like this watering system. We struggled last year, I'm just going to be honest. Lane and I, a lot of times, were hauling buckets and buckets of water, or we were stringing water hoses in here and getting water everywhere. That's just not a good situation with chicks that could get chilled, as well as we got a lot of this bedding wet. This will just be so much better overall. Save our backs, better for the chicks. Y'all, there's so many in here. This is crazy. I went to the post office and they were like, this is just overwhelming to us. Which I know people order more than this, but it is a large amount. So we got these from Murray Mcmurray hatchery, and they arrived in a really timely manner. In fact, we weren't expecting them till yesterday. If you might have saw the heater over here, the big heater, infrared heater, I'm going to turn that off here in a little bit, but we just weren't ready for them today, so it wasn't super warm in here. So we've got that on, just getting a blast of heat in here, and then we've got our other heaters going that'll take care of it once it is warm. So really just excited about how quick they came, because the quicker they come, the better it is for them and for you, because you will lose a lot less because they're less hungry, they're less thirsty, and it just gives them a better start. The quicker you can get them home with heat, food, water, just a nice dry place, quit transporting them around in and out of cold places like they probably did on their way here. It's just better overall. So we've been assured by several people that they are going to be curious enough to tap on these nipple waterers and water themselves that way. We've lost a lot of chicks in the past from getting chilled and wet right off the bat because they have water. Even chick waterers, even tiny little waterers, they can still get in and pile on each other, and then some of them can't get out. They get wet, chilled, and we've lost hundreds before last year on the first day. So I'll be letting you know how this goes. If they're curious enough to actually drink out of it, I'll let you know. I'm hoping they do, because I don't know what we're going to do if they don't. We're going to have to figure something else out. But like I told you, they came earlier than we expected, so that gives them a little time to be curious and figure this out and get a drink, get their first drink. They are running crazy right now. I just want to assure you, if it's your first time to raise these type of birds, they do that every time we get them. It's like they get out of the box, they taste some freedom, they are hungry and thirsty, and so they run around crazy, and then here in a minute, they'll find them a drink, they'll find some food, and they'll start to settle down, especially if you have your temperatures correct. They'll find somewhere to settle down and kind of just chill out for a bit. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I got a few more things to do in here. Really excited about this season and how just everything for us, we're just making improvements all the time. And we didn't do all of this at once. I encourage you guys Don't feel like you're gonna just start doing something and just do it really great from the get-go. You're gonna learn as you go, and you're gonna make little improvements each season. And so just embrace that. Be okay with it. Do your best, but just realize you're gonna get better as you go. Some things you just have to learn by doing. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thank you for everyone that's reached out to us and that just loves us. And we love you guys too, and we thank you for that. See you later. God bless.